Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to Thinkers. We're going to hit on a few subjects or topics today. Try not to let it be long and drawn out, but I do want to kind of hit on some issues. I will say this, I'm kind of winging this. This is very unscripted, but there are some things that you need to know. So, um, one thing is that as it relates to the stimulus and the president and such, the stimulus as it relates to unemployment, they're now saying in some states, and Arizona said it first, that I believe Arizona was the first one to give out the $300 additional through the government. I will say this. Originally, remember, it started at $400. It's supposed to have been an executive order. Then it changed to $300 with an additional $100 and such. Now it seems to be changing again, whereas Arizona said that they're not giving out any retroactive. So for the month that the people didn't get $300, Arizona decided not to give the retroactive, but only to start it on the date that that program started and not any other program, if that makes any sense. I don't know if other states have followed, but you need to be prepared for that because if you, like, we're coming to the end of August, so people would think, well, I have an additional $1,200 coming, and that may not be the case. So you pretty much need to probably prepare for that. I keep saying that the government doesn't have your best interests at heart, and you need to make adjustments to your finances and to your life to not include the government. Whatever the government does for you, it should be considered extra and additional, and you should handle it as far as that. Now, I will say this: there's, everything that's going on with, even when you think about the stocks and such, and everybody keep promoting how the stocks are high, whatever. The media, their job is to promote what what's to their advantage. So, the stocks, if that's to their advantage, the COVID numbers, if that's to their advantage, whatever's to their advantage. If it's to their advantage, it means that it's not to your advantage. So you need to, again, make adjustments to your life and your lifestyle and your finances to what works for you and your family. So I said that to say that when the government says that when it started with the unemployment, the $300 and such. Now, just think about this: the $300 that the executive order started, when it started the process, it was $400. Now it's so-called $300. That money comes from FEMA. So FEMA had X amount of billion dollars that they had into their system that it was, I guess, just call it just sitting there. So the president decided that since it wasn't done correctly and through Treasury, that the money's coming from FEMA. So when he did the executive order, the money comes from FEMA. The problem is now with this hurricane coming, the hurricane is coming, and now after the hurricane leaves, people are going to be dependent on FEMA. And guess what? FEMA won't have any money because the president just used it for to take care of the unemployment. But as far as the unemployment, it only takes care of it for only approximately 3 weeks. So again, this, like, the system or the thing that they keep doing, it keeps rotating back in the sense of it's not, like, it's not working. When the COVID, or when the pandemic first happened in the middle of March, all the programs, everything were easy. Now everything has to be documented. You need papers, you need to file this, you need to do that. At first it was very easy. Now they dried up the grants, the EIDL grants. They're giving out loans, but only to who they want to give out loans to. It's not working in people's best interest. So you need to, again, make adjustments to what works for you. As far as the stocks, once these evictions and stuff, because the eviction, I guess, moratorium now is off, then the bottom's going to drop out. There's going to be millions of people that's evicted and such, and that don't still have the unemployment money, and the bottom is going to drop out, and then the stock market is going to crash. But the part that you don't see or you don't realize is the wealthy people or the rich people would have already made their money and pulled out then. I mean, if a person invests, say $5,000 in Apple stock or whatever, double, and they get 10,000, well, guess what? They can take 7 out and leave 3 in. So even if it crashes, they're still ahead. So that's the game that they play. So I said that to say that, again, make preparation and, I don't know, do the best you can with your finances, your family and such. Thanks. Just something to think about. Real talk, thinkers.